Our streak of EF-5-less days have officially come to an end, or at least we have restarted the clock. Now, our previous EF-5 tornado was back in 2013 in Moore, Oklahoma, but now Enderlin, North Dakota now has the most recent EF-5 tornado. Now, originally, this tornado was ruled in high-end EF-3 based on damages that the National Weather Service is used to going ahead and deploying, or at least taking a look at, typically along buildings and, of course, trees and cars. However, one thing the National Weather Service really isn't the best at looking at is when it comes to trains, because that's kind of the main damage indicator that was used to upgrade this to an EF-5 tornado. Now, it derailed a train car that was full of grain that was 286,000 pounds, and it threw another empty tanker car nearly 500 feet as it weighed 72,000 pounds. So because National Weather Service really isn't used to working on that kind of stuff, or at least that kind of damage assessment, it had to work with one place up in Ontario, or at least a university, and a very skilled team to assess just how strong those winds were. And the conclusions? Absolutely mind-boggling. Now, to derail a train car that is 286,000 pounds, you need winds up to 230 miles per hour. But the one that was thrown, well, you need peak wind speeds at 266 miles per hour, putting it well above that 200 mile per hour threshold that EF-5s require. Now, with this, sadly, 3 people did end up dying. But when it comes to the strongest wind speeds recorded, or at least measured, well, luckily, it was with a train and not in any major populace where our last tornado, the Moore tornado, actually ended up hitting. So by all means, kind of the best case scenario of where to have an EF-5 tornado, basically along cornfields, hitting a train that, of course, weighs a couple 100,000 of tons. But when it comes to EF-5s, again, exceedingly rare. 1 in 2,393 are actually EF-5 strengths, and that's, again, winds of 200 plus miles per hour. So I guess looking at data all the way from 2007, where the enhanced Vegeta scale was implemented, through this past year, really EF-5s are very, very rare. So just kind of goes to show you how strong this tornado was, and definitely something we will be looking much more into in the days and weeks to come.